I told you. Hospital worker accused of cooking and eating human remains. Yo, this ain't a joke.
Goodness. Luckily, he got away just fine.
I know I'm not tripping, right?
What's up with that, yo? Some weird shit nowhere else in the sky, nowhere else.
Look at that. There's day. Daytime. Pitch black. I'm done with this. I'm telling you guys.
That's not normal.
Not normal.
Hello, Mr. Deer. There he is. Look at him. Spin around.
That is not a deer. What's up with all the hands looking like that? They all like vampire hands.
Alright, so here we go with this video you are watching. They are starting to try to shoot down these UFOs. Now we at war with ETs. A lot of videos I see, it looks like they're trying to shoot down these UFOs. Look at this. You cannot harm or try to destroy these UFOs. The technology is way beyond anything that we have. Like, look at this. They just watching a light show. Look at this.
Could this be the reason why we see all these heat, lightning, and other weird things going on in the sky at night?
Is it just me, or can you see somebody laying down on his back with his arm over his head? Looks like he might be wearing a knitted cap. Can you see it? I'm going to outline it for you right here. Right there. As you can see, here I'm going to show you a guy who's laying down, just like that. Can you see it? Now, guess where this is? For entertainment purposes only. This is Mount Rushmore. And right here is the definition of hidden in plain sight. This is what I believe to be petrified giant right in front of our eyes, people.
You look like a giant being. It don't look like a tree, even though it probably is a tree, but that would freak me out if I went outside, took out trash at night and saw that. Definitely would have me shook for like a second or two.
I told you. Hospital worker accused of cooking and eating human remains. Yo, this ain't a joke. It's happening. And it's going to continue to. And I'm not so sure as people that we haven't either without knowing it. Be careful who you let you prepare your food. Happy Wednesday.
Oh, bud.
Well, here we are leaving the roundabout. Get the fuck out of Dodge. I can feel the heat here. This is insane. Holy oh, you can feel the heat.
Hope everyone got out okay. Barely see it, but somebody ran by.
Oh my god.
Now, I don't know how true this video is, but allegedly this is security footage from the morgue. It's showing these corpses moving around from what is believed to be rigor mortis. Now, this is absolutely scary sight to witness. Look at this. Like, look at that. Like, is this really how they move?
I said, give me one of them Smith & Wesson Magnum 44s.
How did that go in the air that high?
Cause there's a man that...
Dios mío, ¿cómo es posible que este suceso
the swamps or water or nothing, man. I've been hearing it myself outside. I was exactly like that.
There's something really suspicious about the wildfires. I checked on the map. It's not just Canada. It's like Canada and the US, almost half the globe, has got the wildfires. And they all started at the same time.
It just seemed a little convenient that there was no water, and and that the wind conditions were right, and that there are people ready and willing and able to start fires. And are they commissioned to do so, or are they just acting on their own volition? I don't know. But they seem pretty well equipped, some of these people that they're catching. Reminds me of the old cattle barons clearing people off the land, you know.
The fact that he went on live TV and said that a year ago, and now we got something similar going on, really make you wonder if he was on to something.
All right, y'all, so watch this. You see those lights all the way down at the end of the road? Now, watch what this driver experiences, right? See them lights coming? I mean, there's a plane come up as close as this is gonna come up. I don't think this is a plane. This is why I'm sharing this. Look at this, y'all. What is that, y'all? Y'all saw that? I'm sorry, I'm calling UFO. What about y'all?
Becoming so common to see UAPs everywhere.
What'd you say?
I'm your Uber driver. Get in.
I didn't order an Uber.
We've got one now.
I'm good, bro.
Oh my fucking God! Get the hell in! Or wait. Wanna help me look for my dog? I need help looking for my dog.
Nobody knew that they were putting livestock trackers in our food. This is an actual livestock tracker. Whoever put that in there is gonna know your location. This is exactly what that is right here. It's literally an animal tracker, pretty much, that you can use for humans. Imagine how easy it is to hide one of these small little things inside anything. If you want to know more about this, it's going viral on Reddit right now, so you can check Reddit. But this is actually crazy that we are finding all of this crazy stuff in our food.
I don't know how much more tracking do they need when they got our phones tracking us.
Can I help you? Are you kidding me right now? Okay, now he stopped. What? Okay, this is literally the creepiest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. What is this guy doing? Why is he walking backwards? Yeah, I'm going back this way.
Not to be super dark, but my conspiracy theory is that politicians don't want and they instead want you to be putting those kids in foster care systems, aka adoption, so that there can be more kids to traffic. There is a adoption to trafficking pipeline that we're not talking about, where a bunch of kids in the system go missing for no reason. We don't know what's going on, and I feel like a lot of them end up at these parties, i.e. like Epstein parties, and I think that's why politicians are pushing for it, because they want more kids to invite.
So it's 8 o'clock in the morning and we're seeing the wildfires, aka man fires, if that's even what it is. But look how strange the sky is behind me. Look at the sun. Sky. There's no chance that this isn't even fire related. This could be, some kind of smart dust, smart gas, nanotechnology. And people will say, well, there's proof of the fires. Well, guess what? There's also a lot of AI videos out there that look extremely real, but we don't actually know anymore, so.
And that's the sad thing about AI. You can't tell anything anymore, and that's by design.
Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Wa la ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar. Yes. Ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah. Ya. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Allahu Akbar. Ya Allah. Allah Akbar. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Aduh ya Allah. Aduh ya Allah. Ya Allah.
He was being watched by an ice crawler.
Jesus, what is that?
A group of people rode cable cars into the mountains to explore an ice cave when they saw something creepy inside.
Yeah. What waterfall?
This is what over here. What?
Oh yeah, coming off the side, yeah.
This way. To the left. We're on the left.
Someone climbing up the wall. It's an ice man. It's a ghost. Jesus, what is that? Do you see that? Oh my God. It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you. It's a ghost. Oh my God. It must be thousands of years old.
Inside the ice cave, a grey icy creature resembling the rake is seen climbing up. Just what is it doing?
C'est quoi?
Oh non. Le carton qui est là-bas, là, oh, je sais même plus parler. C'est une poupée. C'est des poupées. Et je vous assure, j'en ai vu une courir. Je sais pas laquelle. Et il faut que je descende à la cave. Mais là, c'est la nuit. J'ai pas envie de croiser la vieille. C'est quoi? C'est quoi?
Because of dolls like that is the reason why I became interested in the paranormal. When I was younger, my godmother had dolls just like that, and I saw their eyes move when I was like 7. Ever since then, I've been afraid of dolls.
All right, this is getting kind of scary, bro. All right, so look. What just happened, this is getting way too scary. Like, this is gonna make me leave. Let me tell you what's about to make me leave this area. I just gotta chill down my spine too. What's happening right now is, this is why I tell y'all, the spirit talker don't lie. I don't know if y'all remember, this is for the people that live in New Orleans. There was a man who took the lives of some children with a hammer in New Orleans. And it just so happened that it happened on the West Bank. I know I'm not tripping, right?
He's here.
Oh, hell no. Y'all just seen that shit?
Definitely somebody ran past him. It seemed at a pretty steady and somewhat fast pace. So you're not tripping.
If you think that this is a simulation that we're living in, then you need to see this. So it's a guy on here saying that he cracked the code. He found out that we're living in a 300,000 year long experiment run by advanced civilization. And he believes that each and every one of us here has metadata. And we all have specific things that we're here for. Mind you, after he found out this information, he quit his job. He's giving away his degree and he's showing you how to figure out your own metadata. You don't believe me, right? Look at this.
I am giving away my degree for free. If your name is Daniel William Schmidt, I will personally mail you this. It's an economics degree, one of the best in the world. You can get any job you want.
Get to the point.
I got a job in finance. I quit my job because I realized that we are living in a 300,000 year long experiment run by an advanced civilization, and all of us have metadata. If you take your full name and your date of birth, you can find your metadata. I calculated mine and I started crying because it was just so unbelievably accurate. And I realized that every single person has this, and that means we must be in an experiment. Every person is a different trial, and the civilization running this experiment is using this data to perfect their own society.
He goes on to say that we all have an encoded purpose. And his purpose is to build his own America. And that's exactly what he said he's about to do. I'm going to leave y'all with this.
So at the top, you have God. God created what I call Civilization 1. And then Civilization 1 created the experiment we're in, right, which is us. So I'm working on a new civilization because I realized that my purpose is to create America 2, because America 1 has served its purpose. So please help me get rid of this degree. I'm out. Because this is America 1.
Start to look at things on a macro level. You start to really feel that almost everything is pointless. And what I mean by that, when you start to think from a very logical mind like myself, you start to see the patterns, the propaganda, us versus them, the east versus west, left versus right. You know, you get what I'm saying. And it really do make you wonder, what is the point of all this? Because at the end of the day, it's very powerful people controlling things. And that's what always led me to having faith. As crazy as that sounds. And I'm not just talking about faith in God or the universe or whatever you may believe in. I also mean faith in yourself, because it allows you to keep going. When I see things like that, he's literally, to me, talking about numerology, if you know what that is, looking at your numbers to get vague sentences, telling you about your destiny or whatever, when you forge your own destiny. But that's what I think. It makes you become a very cynical person until you realize you have to have hope and faith to look forward to the future.
All right, this is classified footage you are looking at of an incident where this Navy ship was firing at the UFO, and the UFO was able to stop his bullets from being fired. Watch this. It shoots some type of beam to disable the ship's weapons.
I'm seeing a white spot.
Are those
I am too. I can't see it.
Are those faces in the sky?
It's fine. Yeah, they are.
I'm not kidding you. Are those faces in the sky? I'm sure I'm blind. Why? Am I tripping?
No, they.
Am I tripping?
Me. I just got I'm number one. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump. Me.
You look crazy. You look highly disturbed.
I'm number one.
You look highly disturbed. Is that still human?
And I was just told that you two are making a donation of $2 million to my imagination library. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm blown away and overjoyed with that gratitude. Now, it's evident that you two have made giving back a key part of your lives. So, hey, when you have your firstborn, can I have it? Because that is going to be one special baby.
To me, that sounds like a different type of donation, more like a threat.
Cross the road.
I can't make this up. I can't make this up, bro. What the f? I can't make this up, bro. I can't make this up, bro. What the f is that? Jesus. Jesus Christ, no. Jesus Christ, no. What the f?
Ambush. guess you gotta go. Got some expensive stuff in there. I know that happened over 2 years ago, but I got a question for the collective. Do you see shadows like that in the corner of your eyes? Because sometimes I do. I see it move really fast, then kind of disappears. Got 2 tongues? That's what it looked like to me. And that face don't even look real. Hate to say that. Might explain all the heat wave we're getting. They say it's climate change, and that's probably true to a degree, but what's going on with all the random really strong storms and the Europe heat waves? Definitely something is going on.
Well. Look what we have here. It's a drone docking station for Chick-fil-A. This is what you're going to see all over the country soon. But when they put us on the martial law and everybody's got to stay home, this is what's going to deliver your food and your groceries. You stay home and you watch that TV, you big dummy. Yeah, the TV, this 80 inch is only $300. They'd give them away for free, but that'd be too obvious. Is that drone station over there for Chick-fil-A?
No.
What's it for?
I think at the moment Wendy's uses that one, but also I think Walmart.
Walmart?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we're gonna have to pass on that one. Could you imagine a package falling and hitting someone, or somebody attacking the drones and stealing stuff, or attacking and the drone itself falls down?
Newport Beach has now announced over 400 arrests during the 4th of July in what might have been the most chaotic thing that the city has ever seen. There's new footage coming out by the minute of kids finding large groups of people that are gathered together and they just throw a lit firework in the middle of them. Now, if you've ever been to Newport Beach like myself, who was there yesterday, you know that it gets pretty busy, but it's nothing ever like this. The city is saying that it could have been a TikTok takeover, basically kids on social media saying, let's just go there and cause trouble. But to me, it just seems like something deeper, because surrounding cities like Huntington Beach, which has just about the same amount of people during a time like this, if not more, was nothing like this. Just sitting on the patio, we literally overheard people saying that they wanted to break into houses, and this was just in the middle of the day. People were stealing stop signs, climbing traffic lights, looting and stealing from stores like pavilions and small businesses and restaurants. They were banging on the doors and breaking their windows. Everyone's cars, if you drove, pretty much got trashed. And if you wanted to get an Uber, good luck. All in all, it was just sad to see. The city was absolutely trashed. It was just chaos. Hopefully next year they can do something to prevent this. But if we get any updates on anything, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated.
Why do people want to go out and just cause chaos like that? They do that at almost every event, from sports to something like 4th of July. I just don't get it. Throwing fireworks at people and just destroying property. I don't understand it. That's why some people say the fatigue is real, and I'm really starting to believe that.
I know you fucking lying. What the is that? It's looking at me. Hey,
How did 16 hidden Ohio kids go undetected for years? And when I say years, I mean literally years. This was the house, by the way, just so you have an idea of how bad these conditions really were. If you're not caught up already, then allow me to fill you in because this is disturbing as As you can see, the Ohio Bureau of Investigation and local sheriff's department searched a home in the small village of Hamden as a culmination of another investigation that led to the discovery of the 16 children. Hamden has a population of less than 1,000 people and is about 60 miles southeast of Columbus. Law enforcement arrested the children's grandpa, grandma, father, and mother. All suspects appeared via Zoom in court Wednesday, where the judge set bonds for all at $300,000 cash surety. All entered pleas of not guilty. Talking about children ranging from ages 1.5 to 18 and included both boys and girls. Several were in serious conditions when found, and 2 had to be flown to level 1 trauma centers because of their injuries. Vinton County Sheriff Ryan Kane said most of the livestock was kept in better condition than the children, describing conditions with a high presence of bacterial human feces. Kane went on to describe the 16 children appeared to have been kept in a 12 by 12 area for most of the last 4 years. Wilson said the children were literally about to fall through the floor. Thankfully, though, Vinton County prosecuting attorney William Archer said that they were being charged with 17 second-degree felony child endangering counts because it involves serious physical harm. Each face a minimum of 2 to 8 years and a maximum of 12 years in prison on each charge if convicted.
Put them under the jail. I'm gonna say that again. Put them under the jail.
Bathroom when he hears a demon. A disturbing video was captured by a man named Diego while using a public restroom one day. He's sitting down when he begins to hear what sounds like a possessed man on the stall right next to him. We can hear the man making strange sounds. Then he gets on all fours, like if he's being possessed. Diego then tries to get a better look, and we can see this man is clearly possessed, making demonic growls. The man then begins to perform a satanic chanting in an unknown language Diego doesn't recognize. He then tries to look at Diego as he quickly gets up and leaves. Diego says he felt a natural urge to leave for his own safety and mentions he is convinced that man was possessed since the main language there is Spanish and he has no idea what language that was.
The videos like this really make me think, if you can't even have privacy in the bathroom, I'm better off just staying home. Literally fighting over fans because it's so hot there. Crazy.
What is in this new ice cream we are feeding our kids? Is it petrified alien?
Lee said what were in it. Didn't he yesterday? You knew exactly what were in it. Yeah.
Palm oil.
Yeah.
Bad, isn't it?
You need to turn off your air conditioning and remove it from your house. Those of you using air conditioning in the UK are the reason for the climate emergency and the record-breaking temperatures which are destroying the planet and taking people's lives. It is.
My friend, I'm not going to make light of the heat wave you're going through, but this little thing right here is not coming off here in the United States. And I'm going to tell you, there's 2 things you need to know. It's 95 Fahrenheit here in South Carolina today, with a feels like of 105. I'm sorry, I'm not going to put my family over anybody.
Understand that the UK and Ireland don't really get super hot summers, but there is no excuse for them not having AC in the elderly homes and in the hospitals.
Okay, we just found this out here in the middle of the lake.
What the fuck is it?
So foggy.
Alright, I'll touch it.
Okay, touch it.
Oh, did you see it?
Slimy?
Yeah.
We need a stick or something.
So, what the fuck is it? Touch it.
Gross. Gross.
Oh, weird.
What if it's like a disease?
What if it's some of those clams you were talking about trying to find some shells?
Might be. You don't just see like this, man. Let's get a close up on it.
It melted the ice.
I know, dude. That's what's weird about it. Maybe it's aliens, dude. It is alien eggs.
That'd
be cool. What do you think, Jordan?
I don't know. I don't know what to think. All I'm touching is.
It's so foggy out. I wonder if it's getting even. Yeah, you can't even see out there. What do you think they were drinking? Yeah, it looks like it.
The thing that's so mind-blowing about that is that maybe they are on something. Maybe it is alien eggs. And the thing that's so weird about it, though, why is it like a perfect circle, but it also looks like an eye? I've never seen something like that, ever.
Yo, I'm in downtown Miami, right at the 401 building, right? This is where you apply for food stamps and all that though. But anyway, I want y'all to look at this. I'm outside. See, this is the front. It's the front of the building, right? I'm outside, yo. Right? Just stand up here chilling. Do y'all see what's on this wall right here? You don't see them alien figures right there? That's one. That's one. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this, man. This is wild, man. I never paid attention to this shit, to the architect of this building, but this is the mark of the beast where the aliens be at, man. Look at this shit. You see that? I want y'all to look at this. Look. I need y'all to look at this. Look at the face on this right here. Look. Look at the face, man. So this was already premeditated. This was already done a while back. So now this plays a part back to everything that I was talking about before. It's crazy.
This person might be onto something, because when you look at it, it do look like it could be some type of demonic or alien face. The thing that's so weird about it, maybe the purpose is that obviously is a hidden meaning, but the purpose of it could be to make you feel a certain way when you go in, or to make you rely on that building for resources.
So all the birds is dying around here. I guess I'm late to the show, but everybody been showing on the internet that the birds are dying. You hear them? They still going fucking crazy. I can't even show y'all. Get out and walk. All of them. I should get out and walk. No, the fuck I'm not. There's a million of them. No, that's okay. Poor birds, y'all. It's fucking I'm dying. Some of them still moving. I can't see that side clearly. Hear them though. Yeah. Poor birds.
That is horrible, but it makes you wonder, is it really the heat that's doing that, or was it something else doing that was much worse?
Bro, put it down.
Is anybody there? No.
We have to get out. We have to get out.
Moments like this are often used as examples when people talk about the risks tied to using a Ouija board, not because of what is guaranteed to happen, but because of what can happen when boundaries aren't understood or respected. The idea isn't just that something might respond, but that once that line is opened, It may not always be clear what exactly is responding, or whether it intends to leave when you're done, and that's the part many people overlook. Because it's not always about whether something followed them from before. Sometimes it's about what they may have invited in, without fully understanding how to send it back.
Va para adentro.
Mírala.
Dale, pitale.
It might be a joke.
No, there's no way. That is so fast.
I'm hearing that same sound again downstairs, and my cats are in the room with me. I keep my door closed. So now I have to go find out what the sound is.
Hello? Hello?
I swear to God, I'm losing my mind. Oh my God.
Makes that video so terrifying is that it's a human. Humans are way more terrifying than whatever paranormal entities or whatever, because you know what humans are capable of.
So this children book that was released months ago actually showed Argentina versus Spain in the World Cup final. Can somebody explain this one? This should show and tell you all that you need to know about these sporting events and how scripted they are, because what are the odds that a children's book that was released months ago showcased Argentina versus Spain, with Spain apparently winning? But maybe this is just one big coincidence, right? Maybe. Or maybe there is something more to this, because again, what are the odds that a children's book that was released months prior showcased these two exact teams facing off? Something definitely ain't right to me, especially with all of the different connections between Messi and Yamal. I mean, something really seems off about this. And in my honest opinion, this has been planned for quite some time, because all of these leagues are as scripted as the WWE.
I think all sports are scripted, mainly because of the people that's profiting off of it, that's profiting more off gambling. Why do you think they're pushing gambling so much? Or it could be the fact that somebody was able to tap into the future, a vision, while they were drawing.
Let me get this straight. Breathing New York City's smoky air due to the Canadian wildfires is equal to puffing 10 whole cigarettes. Do not. Read this for me real quick. Taking a breath outside is like taking a puff. Spending just 3 hours breathing the smoke and toxin-riddled Big Apple air on Thursday is equivalent to smoking 2.5 cigarettes, an expert warned. Michael Petroni, a pollution expert and former EPA employee, like it says here, told the Post about spending a full day outside, saying that it's reasonable to say that you're smoking 10 cigarettes today by breathing the air in New York City. The 5 boroughs have been under an air quality health advisory since Wednesday, with the air quality index hovering in the 151 to 200 range, well above the 0 to 50 mark, characterized as good. That means there are unhealthy levels of dust, dirt, soot, smoke, and other toxins in the air that New Yorkers would typically only ingest by lighting a few cigarettes.
What? You stay to talking about over here, cuz. Like, we don't see them every day.
I see that one.
Fuck what you talking about. Look at my camera.
Bro, what the that shit hard.
Look at my camera. Them moving down. And them finna be gone. No, them bitches
coming back.
POV, look at what me and my co-workers seen in the sky.
What the Look! Them steady falling. I'm
Spawning.
You get what I'm telling you?
Look from that loud one.
Look. Like they're like they creating them.
Oh my God, bitch is spawning. He talking about that's hard. Them fuck gonna come grab my ass.
What the f? I gotta send it to my lady.
Man, them literally spawning, twin. I don't know.
What? That's what I'm saying.
It's a brand new crop circle, and it just appeared in Dorset, and it's unlike anything we've seen yet this year. Let's break this one down just a little bit, because at first glance it looks like a flower or an insect, but there is deeper geometry, and it suggests something perhaps more intentional. There's a mirrored axis that runs vertically, almost like a body with arms or antenna. Notice the interlocking arcs. It's all perfect symmetry, precise spacing, maybe way too random for human trampling, many would say. Some are saying that this resembles sacred geometry, maybe the flower of life, maybe Metatron's cube deconstructed, and others say it looks like a coded glyph. But there is one thing that does have people talking, and it's not far from ancient sacred sites. So they believe that these crop circles might be part of an energetic grid showing up near ley lines. And with recent talk about increased solar activity and everything, these Anunnaki communication attempts, maybe they're not far off. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you see any patterns here? Do you see something that we're not meant to understand yet? It's a brand new crop circle, and it just appeared in Dorset, and it's unlike anything we've seen yet this year. Let's break this one down just a little bit, because at first glance it looks like a flower or an insect, but there is deeper geometry, and it suggests something perhaps more intentional.
When Matthew heard a whisper right next to his ear, he didn't expect it to physically break his ankle. Matthew had been hearing strange noises in his house for days, and one day while watching TV, he started hearing it, so he began to record.
About 10 minutes ago, I just heard like 3 really loud. Right, so I can hear like clicking. The people are telling me that I need to speak to it. I do want to know what it wants. Who are you? This is my house. You need to leave. Okay, no. Oh, for fuck's sake, why? I don't think I can do this. No, I need to leave. I need to... No! Oh, my fucking leg. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck. Ow, ow. No, I need to leave.
As he ran for the exit, the door slammed right into his leg, completely fracturing his bone. But as he crawled away with a fractured bone, a dark figure was standing in the shadows, watching.
I'm sorry if an entity or ghost did that to me, we're going to have to square up. I'm sorry, I don't get away with breaking my leg. But in all seriousness, these things exist, especially in old homes, and people think that they don't exist, but they do. And you need to either pray or get out of the house, because it's not going to leave. And you need to tell it to leave. You don't need to ask what it wants. That's not going to help at all, from personal experience.
They kept hearing noises coming from the basement, but as he goes inside, he sees this. A family from Minnesota explained that after moving into a new house, they began hearing creepy noises coming from the basement. It's late one night when the sister's home alone, when she begins to hear noises coming from one of the rooms down there.
I've been hearing some creepy noises down here for a while. I wanted to try and record it. Huh? No. You gotta be. What the hell? Oh, thank God.
And after After investigating, she sees the shadow of someone moving in one of the rooms, only to find no one. After this, they stayed away from the basement, but since the noises continued, the brother, Joshua, decides to try and put an end to it, only to make a horrific discovery.
Since my sister took that damn video every single night at the same time this knocking starts. Terrifying the first few days, but now it's just annoying the hell out of us. Yup, I hear ya. Hey. Nothing. Always nothing. Brand new house too. And now this door is open.
He follows the sounds that eventually lure him into the basement's crawl space. As he goes in there, whatever's making the noises shuts him in there. Then he sees this.
Hey, what the?
Something can be heard moving in there as Joshua quickly runs out of there in terror and ends the video. Joshua and the family posted the video trying to find answers as they're yet to figure out just what exactly is going on in their basement.
That's it for all the videos I have today. I hope you enjoyed. God bless and peace. That is really terrifying.
Y'all, look at this van. Why is it like this? Like, it's given kidnapper van. That van don't look...
Either somebody protecting their tools or they up to no good.
Alright guys, little update. Whoa. What the hell is that? Is that a tornado in the sky? Or am I tripping? Oh my god. There's a rope tornado in the sky right there.
These guys paddleboard and caught this mermaid being curious about this one guy. Like, look at this. They was deep out there in the water too. Look how scary that is. Now, y'all pay attention to the back. You see a mermaid jumping around. Look at that.
Being followed by a freaking helicopter.
I don't know what to say. That sun is huge. I've never seen anything like this. Anything like this. That is like, what the fuck? Huge. Look how big that is. Like, what? What the hell is wrong with it? And then look at, I took a picture. Look at the picture next. Watch.
Alright, I'm down in Florida getting the training. This is a preview of what's coming, Acadiana.
Got it.
This looks like AI generated, but this is not AI. This is real life laser cleaning in action.
Using a laser to get rust off. That is a really cool idea, and I'm glad it's working, but it just makes me think about a laser and how much damage it could do to people and what the military could possibly have. Right, that is really weird.
What is that? It's not moving.
fuck we just walked into? But this is fucked up. House demo? Basement that we just found? What the fuck? Nah. Dude, are you... Yeah, the chains? Food dish? Dude.
This is incredibly scary.
Dude, are you... Yeah, the chains?
Chains on pipes. Look at that. Hinges on each door. Chains and padlocks attached to the pipes. Multiple makeshift rooms right there. Just take a look at them. Each one has a different hinge representing a different door. And from the looks of it, it looks like an alleged human trafficking house.
They found a basement that had a bunch of rooms or cages or whatever you want to call it. That is horrifying because I've seen this so many times on social media. In different states, there's always somebody who has a bunch of kids and one of the kids break out and they tell a neighbor or something. It's very disturbing because it's how common it is. It really make you wonder how many people are suffering out here at the hands of other humans.
Jake first dreamed up by the military to get information from the battlefield.
They call it smart dust, and the new technology may soon make it possible to keep track of anything, anywhere, including you.
Smart dust originated with DARPA back in the 90s. This powder-sized chip is something called the Mu chip from Hitachi. It's the smallest commercially available RFID system in the world. You can literally scatter this stuff like dust or embed it into a sheet of paper. It doesn't require a battery. Flecks of computing power settling on your skin, ingested, monitoring you inside and out.
The nanoparticles were designed to go under the radar of the immune system, and so they are undetected in the body.
We have computing everywhere, we have connectivity everywhere, we have infrastructure that can compute those with new capabilities like AI.
If you have enough data and you have enough computing power, you can understand people better than they understand themselves, and then you can manipulate them in ways which were previously impossible.
Yo, what's up, family? It's your boy Drew Cypher, and this is Your 2 Cents. So I'm trying to link everything together, and I hope you guys are seeing the way that I'm connecting these dots, because this has a lot to do with the data centers. In my honest opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only, but let me know if you guys believe that this is tied into the data centers with the water disappearing and everything else, and with the Neuralink type chips and the way that they're trying to introduce AI into the human body.
He's on to something. Nanomachines in the human body with AI data centers.
We can't eat or drink anything no more. So now they making lab-grown milk, and they using monkey virus. So let me tell you something. Y'all doing too much. A monkey virus? You putting a monkey virus in the milk. Yo, listen. People like Bill Gates, people that these big billionaire people that's trying to control everything is really trying to end everyone. Okay, monkey virus in the milk, lab-grown milk with cells scraped from a cow and monkey virus added. Yeah, I'm not thirsty. In fact, you know what? I'll be honest with you, I don't even drink milk like that. I don't even eat cereal. I don't even drink milk. I'm not even thirsty. I'm good at this point.
He took the words right out of my mouth. That is, oh my goodness, that's so disgusting that they would come up with something like that. I don't even drink milk like that. Don't get me wrong, it tastes good, but I don't want no lab-grown milk with no monkey virus. I tell you what, yeah, I'm not thirsty anymore. I'm not even hungry anymore.
This is how you can detect wireless cameras or listening devices in a hotel or rental property. Check this out. Here's a hidden camera with no detector. Here it is with a detector. See the red dot? It can also detect listening devices. I got mine by searching hidden camera detector on Amazon. If you have any suggestions, leave them below and stay safe.
A construction worker became silent and later disappeared after pulling the needles out of a voodoo doll found at a building site. The worker discovered the doll while digging a foundation. It was buried in the ground and covered with several needles. His co-workers warned him not to touch it and told him to put it back where he found it. However, the worker wanted to prove that he was not afraid. He picked up the doll and removed the needles one by one. Soon after, heavy rain began falling over the construction site. The workers quickly returned to their dormitory. When they checked on the man, they reportedly found him sitting in a corner, holding the doll and quietly talking to himself. Over the next few days, his behavior became even more unusual. He barely spoke to anyone, refused to eat, and continued holding the doll. Then an elderly man wearing a white robe appeared at the site and took him away. His coworker said they did not know who the man was or where they went. Since then, no one at the construction site has been able to contact the worker. His family also said they could not reach him. It remains unclear what happened to him, and the story has not been independently confirmed. What do you think?
I think he messing with stuff I don't know business messing with. They out here, man. And they show it right in front of your face.
Korean news. They're out here putting out better information than any of the world news right now. Completely unedited Korean news, guys. Type it in. Watch what you find. Like, there's so much stuff going on right now that's completely hidden. And you gotta kind of look to other countries now because we don't even know what we don't know. You know what I mean? If things are so censored or so suppressed, we need to look to other countries. I can't even say where I find my news because that'll probably get censored it's actually blocked in so many countries. But we can still watch Korean news. Type in Korean news. I'm telling you, you're gonna find out a whole bunch of stuff going on that it's just not being reported by any of our news, any of our newspapers. We're not getting in our news feed. There you go, guys. Take a look at Korean news. Have your mind blown. Just right there. I know your fingers hurt. I know. Just try. You can do it. I promise.
That UAP that flew by really fast. What was that? Did anybody else catch that? The Shadow Man? Shadow Hat Man?
This man was spotted during the 2026 trophy celebration for the World Cup. Now, what is strange about this guy is the fact that he seemed to have appeared out of nowhere, because here you see this and he is nowhere to be found, but then there he is. So what is going on here? Come on. Can anybody explain this one to me? How is this possible right here? How does he appear and then he disappears? This is what people are pointing out. This is what people are saying. You have to admit, this is very strange. And see, in this image, he's not there. He's nowhere to be found. So how does he randomly appear and then he is gone out of sight? What is going on here? What type of shenanigans is happening? This is very strange stuff. Again, I don't know what is going on, but you have to admit, this is very strange. What do you all think? Comment down below and you let me know.
You got people coming from different dimensions and all parts of the world just to be part of that giant World Cup ritual. And what's going on with that guy's neck? It look like it's like double the length of Owl's necks. So bizarre. That's definitely not a human.
Nothing. Right there, look, stop. It's that one. It is. Oh my god. Back up a little. Old abandoned house, and it looks like somebody is in the window. Oh my gosh. Please stay throw a rock at it or something? Does it move? Send that to me.
We had to turn around and come back so we can get a better look. Now look how scary that house is. Oh my gosh. What's in his hand? That is scary.
Look at that. Holy shit. What is that? I am. That's not a plane. That is not an airplane.
I don't know if you can see this, but it is like this turquoise blue. It's crazy.
It's beautiful in other places right now.
Happy 4th of July, but
We love to be here in the
that's
summer.
turquoise
I don't
blue.
care.
Olha lá, olha lá, olha lá. Consegui se ver, tá vendo, tá vendo? Olha que bonito. Olha pra aí que bonito. Embaixo. Tá subindo, ela tá subindo.
They want to take out the U.S. leader, me. I'm on every list. I saw things this morning. I'm on every single one of their lists. And so far, I guess I've been a little bit lucky, but that maybe doesn't last very long. Because that's the way it goes.
It'd be really scary to know your time is about to come.
Ao mesmo tempo. E ao mesmo tempo, nós não vamos parar por aí. Já estão encomendados.
Now, Michael Temer was the president of Brazil from 2016 to 19. He was nicknamed Dracula due to many strange instances like this.
It's almost like he forgot where he was at for a minute.
Now, tell me that's not an angel. Tell me that's not an angel. Oh my God! What? Yo! This is crazy. Let's see this one. Let's see this one. Yo! What? I'm shaking, but this one is like the biggest one. Oh my God.
You know, just my experience thinking, when I've seen that before, it is, because it's kind of a blanket. Look at that. What we're looking at, Chris? Look, they move independently. Oh my.
No mames, cabrón. No digas mamadas, güey.
Just hope that was a normal person up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, look what the cat dragged there yet again. We got A$AP Rocky standing in the middle of a pentagram seal with cocaine, selling his soul so he could get hit albums, records. This is what you gotta do to get at the top of the music industry, you know? What is it for a man to gain the world, yet forfeit his soul? You feel me? Now look at this. I'm gonna let the video play just in case y'all don't believe that it's him. And this is why A$AP Rocky always swearing up and down that his family members be dying every time he drop it out. Look! That's his face. Look, this is a music video, gang. Like, look, that's literally him, bro. That's him. Come on, man. Like, That's what I'm saying. We gotta put the secular music down, all that, bro. This man gained the world, but so forfeit his soul. That's why his family keep dying when he drop albums.
Why does that cloud look like that? Why does it look like a shadow up there? The sun is over there, but why does it look like a shadow? None of these other clouds look like little shadows. But this right here, why it look like that?
You guys, this is terrifying. Look at all these eyes. Those are all eyes looking at me. Just a little over 12,000 feet. What the f?
Yeah, that's why you go to trails during the day.
Oh my God. What is that? This was released today by the Department of War for their Pursue, aka Alien Disclosure program they have going on. Now they released multiple videos. This is one of the most interesting ones out of the bunch. And it shows a very weird object moving swiftly, not super fast, but somewhat fast, in the air. It looks like a balloon to me, but what kind of balloon is that? I don't know. Seems interesting.
So this is strange. Everywhere I look, I'm seeing all these people talking about the apocalypse today, right? Well, then randomly these really weird, ominous videos start popping up. Like this one. People are saying that all these random gates are showing up in different states, and there's more. We'll get to it in 1 minute. All these gates are showing up randomly in different states right now. And if you remember from all these end of world movies, whether they be, zombies or whatever else, they always have these giant massive gates that close and people cannot leave or get in. And you take that and you put that side by side, Flock. I don't know. Are they planning for something to go down at some point in the future? And then I see this video you see right behind me with this flawless dragon right in the sky. And in the comments, people are saying they're seeing the same exact kind of stuff. Kind of like how Satan is a massive red dragon in Revelation. By the way, obviously they're real. The Bible talks about dragons. They're real. I don't know. Probably nothing, right?
Let's not start talking about the zombie apocalypse. I don't want that no matter what. And if you think you do because you're bored, you don't want it either. In all seriousness, though, I'm very skeptical of the whole zombie thing. That's why I haven't really had it on my channel. And the gates he just showed, while that would be really good to deal with zombies, I'm pretty sure that's Louisiana. I'm pretty sure that's floodgates. Would be cool if it was something deeper than that, but I don't think so.
Data centers, a way of creating portals for the Jinn realm?
Yeah, that's it. That's their home. Because you need massive amount of coming through. So you need to house them. You said that if on here, they're silica creation. We're carbon creation. This physicality Allah gave to us, not the soul. The physical, each one on the periodic table has a more precise definition of who you are in a universal galaxy. Forget about the earth communication. When we want to say who you are to other planets, you would give your elemental structure so that they know, oh, you're from the carbon creation. They can determine now where you're from the different nitrogen, hydrogen, all the elements that comprise you, because some planets don't have those elements, so you're not from there. These beings are silica creation, hence the silicone chip. Their existence is on there, so for them to help you, facilitate you, this is their first center they gave you.
So he's saying that the jinn are silica creation and they're in the silicon chips. You know, that's not the first time I heard that. I heard that fallen angels or sigils are inside the computer part, especially the data center one. Because when I had a video on here about a year, maybe 2 years ago, my channel was more like new, way less people than we have now in the collective. It was, it showed the camera of somebody zooming in, and it showed like magic signals. And they said that was the seals for these creatures, demons, fallen angels, jinns, whatever. They come from that. And that's why we have access to computers, is because they gave it to us. That is very fascinating theory that he was talking about. I'm at a deep dive that at some point.
There was a tree standing and it fell, and that tree, which was a sequoia, has been carved by a local person. It's this figure of Mother Nature or Gaia, and she then turns into stone over the hip to form this arch, and then encircles the garden. The willow hair runs all the way through and then runs up the tree, and it's about the arm of protection of nature. She's protecting nature, and then everything in this garden is either native or naturalized from the urban edge, or a few plants that have been placed by the community who come here to spend some time. At the back is the round trough, which is got duckweed on. That's a kind of symbol of abandoned agriculture, but it's seen as the lungs, so it has this pulsating bubble in it, like the lungs of nature.
Wish I knew where that was at, because that's one of the most beautiful statues I've ever seen in my life. Like, the detail that's in the leaves on their hair is like breathtaking. I don't even know how you carve something like that. And it do make you think of petrified giants in a way too.
28 girls hospitalized after using the Ouija board. Now, these girls were vomiting, fainting, having seizure-like episodes. All of these things happen after using the Ouija board. Now, I did a story on this 2 years ago, and there was another recent story about people using the Ouija boards, kids using the Ouija board at a slumber party and having to be going to the hospital. Now, this is not an ER visit. Hospitalized means that you are admitted into the hospital, and that's severe. Well, these girls were playing and they ended up going home afterwards. This wasn't at the actual event, and all having different events. One of them were vomiting so much that they were dehydrated and had to be hospitalized. Fainting. These things happen. Ouija board is not a game. Mattel should not be selling these things. This is inviting demons into your home, and there's lots of stories. If you guys want to comment and leave your story about what happened to you, I never played with it. I always kind of stood in the background and watched because I knew my parents taught me better. But share in the comments what happened to you, because this is serious.
I've never even been around a Ouija board for real. I've only ever seen them maybe once in person at a store or something, but never at someone's house or anything like that. Wow, no one I know would even want to mess with something like that. Fake or not, I'm not messing with that because of the stuff people say that can happen to it. So it could be real. No, thank you. I hope those people get better. But yeah, you're messing with stuff you don't understand, so don't mess with it. It's literally like somebody's camouflaged or some type of entity is going around this person's property. And it's almost look like it's aware that it's being watched. But it looks like it has like 6 eyes or like head or something. I don't know what that is. Whatever it is, it's creepy looking.
I told you I was going to bring you to the underground caves, and you didn't believe me. When I say I got your ass, oh, fertility god. Yeah. We got some alien god. Fam. Underground tunnels. I told y'all. Look at this. They've just blocked that off. So they've blocked off all the windows. So this is like a church, isn't it? Man, I can see bare fairies. Jesus. Let's get big. There's a whole world on the hill. That's what I'm saying. They was living under here. So at some point, they wasn't able to live on the surface. Look, you've even got bricks on the floor, bro. You've even got bricks on the floor. Look at them faces. Faces there, bro.
It really make you wonder if it's underground caves like that all across the world. And some people believe that some of them are connected, especially in my country, United States. They think it's possible that you can go from United States to Canada or United States to certain parts of South America. And some people think that it's tunnels from United States that take you to Antarctica, which would just blow my mind. But it's definitely possible. I've seen underground cities before when I lived in Virginia, but obviously that was like public. I wonder how many hidden ones that we don't know about that we see on TikTok was, truck drivers going to drop off supplies. There's definitely more of them than we think. And the thing is, I wonder if like driving would be faster in underground cities and tunnels. But I guess we'll never know, but it is a very fascinating topic to talk about.
Watch till the end and I'll show you what this really is.
Inspired by the ancient art of origami, MIT researchers developed a robot that starts as a flat sheet and folds itself into a functional machine when activated by heat. Once assembled, it can walk, carry small loads, and even navigate challenging surfaces. This innovative technology could transform manufacturing, enable compact emergency robots, and pave the way for miniature medical devices that self-assemble inside the human body.
I thought this was AI as well, or maybe even fake. So I took a screenshot and asked ChatGPT what this was. I thought for sure it would say, I don't know, but what it actually said was this. Oh boy.
Here it's turning now completely into an orb, as we can see it live. This is unbelievable. The same plane there, it's now fully changed color, and now it's just a dot and kind of changing shape. Okay, let's see if it will change again. Yeah, this is like, I haven't noticed in the last couple of months that Sky has these shiny airplanes now. Never before. I don't remember ever seeing a shiny airplane.
So the plane turned into an orb. That's very fascinating, and it wouldn't be the first time on this channel we've seen fake planes. But I'm not too sure if this is a fake plane or a plane is getting so far away that the sun is just reflecting on to make it look like an orb. I'm not sure. It could be either one.
There are vans driving around your city right now that can literally see through your walls and no one told you. They're called backscatter vans, and yes, they're real. These unmarked police vehicles are equipped with mobile X-ray scanners that can see through buildings, car doors, and even into your home from the street. You won't hear them, you won't know they're there, and they don't need a warrant. This isn't science fiction. These vans have been used in major cities like New York, Miami, and Los Angeles. The technology was originally designed for the military to detect explosives overseas. Now it's being used here on civilians with almost zero oversight. The vans fire bursts of ionizing radiation, the same kind used in TSA body scanners. But this radiation is mobile, more focused, and aimed straight through solid objects. No law requires police to inform the public. No study confirms it's safe, and there's no limit on who or what they scan. Privacy groups have warned for years this is warrantless surveillance on wheels. Your car, your home, your body, all exposed to invisible scans.
It's things like this that explains why the book 1984 is banned. And I hope I don't get in trouble for even saying that. But why do they want to control us so much? Don't try to say it's because child safety, because children go missing all the time and they don't do much about it. You got all this technology, but millions of kids go missing across the world every year. So it's all about control. And then you start to ask yourself, why are they trying to control us? And the answer pretty much is because once you realize how much power you have and how much power we would have if we united, they don't want that. They want us to be scared and weak because they can keep controlling us. And it could be as simple as just for them to keep the money moving. But we both know, collective know, it goes much deeper and sinister than that.
I got bit! Oh! Woo!
Oh my God.
Snakes are one of my biggest fears, I'm not gonna lie. That and spiders, not big ones. Just spiders. The way to get bit.
Nice.
Fight or flight.
She was relaxing in her porch when she captures this. A haunting video was captured by a woman who uploads relaxing videos sitting on her porch, admiring nature and sunsets. But on one particular evening, while trying to relax, she begins to hear the horrifying sounds of an unknown creature coming from the woods. From the wooded area, loud, almost human-like screams echo through, as the woman records shocked, having no idea what this could be. She then stops recording and runs back inside. On the next day, her husband spoke to some of the locals, which their only guesses were a bear or a wild boar. Given this haunting scream doesn't sound like any of the animals that locals know of, they believe they might have captured the cries of an unknown entity on camera.
The parasite that's causing explosive diarrhea is messing people up all over the United States. And these are the foods that you might need to stay away from if you don't want to be on that list. They're saying that you might need to stay away from berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. And I know a lot of people love strawberries, but right now you might need to stay away from them. They're saying that you might need to stay away from broccoli. They're saying that you might need to stay away from pre-made salad mix. And
I hate to pause this right here, but I don't know about you. Isn't it getting a bit much that it seems like every month something is going wrong with our food? It used to just be the meat. Now it's a bunch of vegetables too. It's just like you can't win. You can just get sick off anything now, it feels like. Not going to say it's on purpose, but...
For those of you who don't know what the pre-made salad mixes is, those are salads in a bag. They're saying that you might just have to get fresh vegetables. They're even saying that certain herbs you might need to stay away from also.
like cilantro, like parsley, like basil. And they're saying don't eat those at this moment. This is probably the same reason that they said Taco Bell was under fire, because you already know Taco Bell uses those herbs. And for those of y'all that was clowning people that eat well done meat, I bet you ain't clowning them now. Medical officials are saying that you need to overcook your meat. And if you don't overcook your meat, you need to make sure that your meat is 100% done. So that steak you was eating at medium rare, you need not to do that. You need to make that well done. They're even saying that you shouldn't eat your eggs runny, that you need to make sure your eggs are done properly. And now for the parasite, like I told you guys before, this parasite usually can last 2 days, 2 weeks, or can even last a month. So don't be on the bad side of history. Pay attention. I'm out.
Just bought groceries too, and it's just like, man, I just bought a bag of salad because I'm trying to eat healthier. I'm trying to lose weight. Always something, isn't it? It's like if they're going to get you one way or another to get you to be part of that pharmaceutical chain, as I call it.
Saudi ghost hunters are some crazy. And there was some wild ass going on in this video, so sit tight. So, this is Adventure Allah. He's a Saudi paranormal investigator, and he's checking out an allegedly haunted neighborhood with a bunch of different buildings in it. And the locals call this place the Cursed Land. And let me tell you, the that this guy encounters in this place, it would give the average person the shits from being so scared. For example, you see this ginormous water tank?
أنا ورابه بسم الله يا ابوي روح عند ربنا بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق من شر ما خلق من شر ما خلق بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض أوف أوف بسم الله الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أنا والله العظيم جاتني طاقة سلبية قوية اسمه بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم استنى انسحب يا اخوان خلاص.
I believe the things they hunt are called the jinn. I could be saying that wrong, but I think they shapeshift and all this stuff. I'm not exactly 100% sure about those. But regardless, it's still terrifying because how can something move something as heavy as that? Yeah, you could sit up here and say that it could be fake, but I know from personal experience that poltergeists and entities exist because I've dealt with it firsthand from the stories I've said on this channel if you've been watching for a while. Regardless, it's still scary stuff to deal with, and it seemed like the power of prayer seems to work for them very well. Well, that's all the videos I got for today. Make sure if you like the video that you leave a like, a sub. My goal is to reach 100K by the end of this year. It will mean the world to me if you subbed so I can keep making videos just like this. God bless and have a good one.
I have a weird one that you're going to want to watch. And the following footage actually comes from a woman named Kaylee. She was just doing an innocent video recording her daughter attempting to run out into a field of flowers. But then that's when something weird happens. It's literally almost like a glitch. She hits some sort of invisible force field, potentially. You can hear the sound of it and the ripple, but it literally prevents her from going further. She stops. And to confirm, this was not her phone. It's not something that her phone did. This was actually a physical force that stopped her daughter, and she has no explanation for it. Take a look at this. Comment below and tell me what you think.
I don't know if it was like a hard stop, I would believe that more.
As everyone collectively sings, a shadow-like figure bolts behind the grandma. In a swift motion, the figure is gone. It rushes over at full speed, but not so fast that we can't discern what this was. As viewers have noted, it kinda looks like a child, or a girl to be exact, who's running at an inhuman speed. Perhaps it was running so fast that no one had noticed it except the camera. Now this video becomes a whole lot creepier when reading the description it came with. As it states, the grandmother in this footage had a daughter who unfortunately passed away many years ago. When she was alive, she would often run around the house while playing with her older sibling. It's for this reason that she believes that this was her spirit. But as always, you be the judge on what was captured. Was a ghost caught on camera, or had something else been caught?
I don't know. Yeah, never seen clouds like that before. I'm sure somebody will say it's a certain type of cloud we never heard of before.
When he sees this, a person under the usured bottle from Madrid, Spain accidentally captured a haunting moment while at the train station Chambéry, recording footage of the station from out the passenger window. The video starts off normal, capturing footage of the speeding train, but as the train passes by, they see this. One of the areas deep within the train's tunnel system, they see this figure with long dark hair and a white cloak. The figure seems to be lingering in a dangerously restricted section of the tunnel where you would find only a maintenance person, like a technician. Yet, we can clearly see the silhouette of a lady in white standing in the corner, facing Paro, as if it's looking at them. The haunting video left many viewers unsettled, given the fact that no technician's uniform could resemble this figure's uncanny appearance, leading to many conclusions and theories of the possibility that Paro might have captured a lingering soul from a tragic accident there. But as always, share your thoughts on this one.
Check this out. Oh, look at that. What the fuck? Holy shit. Whoa. Holy shit. Holy shit. These are those lightnings. Holy.
It's videos like that that makes me think that not all entities or aliens and stuff we see are like evil or set out to get you. That one actually seems like it could be a calm and gentle presence.
It's okay, come on.
Despite multiple attempts, the dog just can't seem to force himself to enter the kitchen. The owner does everything she can, including offering him food and treats.
Come on, get a cookie. Come on, want a cookie? You want a cookie? Come on. Come on, cookie. Smooch, come on. Come. Leave my dog alone. Leave my dog alone. Come on. It's okay. Come on. switch. Come. Come.
The dog absolutely will not enter the kitchen and just retreats from the hallway to hide. So do you believe the woman's claim that her house is haunted and that the dog is actually seeing a ghost? Or do you have another theory as to why the dog won't go near the kitchen? Let me know down in the comments.
Whatever it is, the dog don't like it. But the issue with that is whatever you got in your house is so scary that your own dog won't protect you. It's time to move out.
Good day. Cheeky little cat. God, he's cute. What the fuck? Holy shit! You fucking see that? No way. Fuck off. What the fuck? It disappeared. Holy fucking crap. Shit off. No, fuck off. It's got a fucking red thing. Fuck off. Fuck, I can see it. Holy shit. Fuck off. No way. No way. Fuck that. Fucking go. Fuck this. I'm gonna get it. Stay there, cat. Stay there. No way. Fuck off. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's me. Hello? Oh fuck. No. Fuck this.
I don't blame her for right away. You don't know what that thing is up to you.
Okay, so alarms are going off and the rooster's going nuts. We caught some coyotes in the backyard. What is that?
It's probably that coyote.
Right there. What the heck?
Is that coyote?
No.
That's not a coyote. That's a fucking person. I'm gonna get the shotgun.
Where's the dog?
Wow.
Well, you better go now.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. The rooster's not too happy. Where's the dog? There's the dog. Why is she in her freaking pen?
Look.
What the? Oh my god. Okay, so it came back. What the hell?
There's Lucy right there.
Yeah, but you see where it's standing?
Yeah, it's looking in the window at you.
It's at our window. What?
It's a good way to get shot in the face.
And the dog's just staring.
So why is the damn dog not barking?
Oh my God.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Thing that's so weird to me about that video is if you look at the very beginning, it looked like something, that thing is shape shifting. But that could just be a glitch in the camera, right? As far as them reacting that way, in their comments, they say they are used to things like this because it happens all the time because of the location they're in West Virginia. If you know about West Virginia and there are mountains, you already know how weird it can get. But maybe that's why they were so calm. Regardless, that could be a human. If it was, that's scary on its own, right? Because went to the window looking inside and everything else. Or it's a rake, and even then, that's still scary because we don't know what those cryptids are capable of. Regardless, I think they should have handled that with more alert. But if they're used to it, I mean, what can you do? That's one of my biggest fears, living in a place in the middle of nowhere like that and something like that shows up. That's all the videos I got for today. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a sub, a comment, and a like, and I'll catch you in the next one.
But I've been talking to a lot of people over the last few months that think that aliens are angels and devils. And that's like when you're hearing about like all those stories in the Bible about fallen angels and devils, like these people think that they were referring to aliens.
That fell from the sky?
No, it's just the term, the way they're phrasing it is like fallen angel, meaning like Satan, and that there's good angels and bad angels, there's demons and angels. What these people believe, and I don't necessarily agree with it, nor do I even understand it enough that I can argue against it, but they believe that all these stories are really referencing a spiritual force that's always here all the time, and sometimes exists in the physical form. And it might be existing as these things that we keep looking for, like aliens and UFOs, and it might be doing that maybe even to comfort us, or maybe to be more plausible, or maybe to hide the true nature of what they are. So it will present as if it's from another planet. But really what it is some sort of interdimensional spiritual being that may or may not be evil. It might be good, it might be evil, and there might be a bunch of different kinds out there in the world. But that these stories from like the ancient Hindu texts, and Billy Carson talks a lot about that.
I never once really thought about how the aliens could be shape-shifting to look a certain way that actually could be fallen angels. I think that's a very fascinating theory. But to me, it's like, why are more of them showing up now? Is something about to happen that we're not aware of?
Old video of Queen Elizabeth resurfaced online, showing her walking through a crowd and greeting families, as she had done many times before. However, when she reached one specific family, an unexpected reaction occurred. He quickly stepped backward, his expression changing from calm to fear in seconds. He refused to look at her and tried to distance himself as much as possible. Viewers who rewatched the moment found the reaction disturbing, noting how sudden and intense it was. A CCTV clip from New York City showed two figures walking quickly down a quiet street late at night. Their movements appeared deliberate, as if they were trying to avoid attention. At first glance, they looked human, but viewers who zoomed into the footage noticed unusual details. Their eyes and ears appeared distorted, not matching normal human features. The proportions looked off, giving the impression that their forms were being imitated rather than natural. Online viewers suggested the figures could have been reptilian beings, using human appearances to blend in. Do you agree?
Oh, that's crazy.
What the? What in the hell is that sound? What the hell is that? I don't hear it now.
What is this? Gotta be AI, right? But the thing that's so interesting about it is that it's not having any crazy cuts or anything that would show that that's AI. If you look at the license tag, yeah, that's definitely AI. If you look at the license plate.
Светит?
Да, где?
Смотри.
Вон два человека идут. Вот и улетели. Вот они, вот, побольше, поменьше идут.
Вот смотри, он фонариком светит?
Да, где?
Смотри.
Вон два человека идут. Вот и улетели.
Вон
два человека идут.
Did they just catch a abduction in real time on a camera? It was really fast, and I don't know what else that could have been. You see it all the times in movies, and that has to come from truth, right?
UAP file release is officially here. Today, the Department of War published another batch of declassified UAP material. After digging through it, I think there are a few files that deserve immediate attention. The newest release contains about 40 separate case files, and many of those, like before, include multiple pages of reports, imagery, supporting documents, briefings. I've only had time to dig through some of them, but I wanted to give you a first look at a few highlights before I start doing these deeper breakdowns. This drop offers some more archived NASA audio files, but there are also a few newly released NASA images showing what appears to be a cylindrical or cone-shaped object that was captured in low Earth orbit taken in 1996. Not sure what that is, but I will say that is interesting. There's also additional declassified briefings from the late 1940s connected to Project Sign, and Project Sign was one of the Air Force's earliest official program efforts to investigate UAP. This release also includes everybody's favorite military infrared footage. But one clip appears to show a kind of linear boomerang shaped formation recorded over the South China Sea. This was in 2024. And another appears to show what was said to be a dark maroon object over the Atlantic from 2020. So again, this is just my first pass through the release. There is a bit more work to do. Some of these documents are much more detailed than they first appear. However, this is similar to the other releases in the way of the lack of context and data, especially with the video footage, but we will work with what we have. I will be doing individual deep dives into some of the more interesting cases over the coming days. There's definitely a few that seem to deserve a bit more attention. So stay tuned.
Why is the government so interested in showing us UAPs over the last like 4 or 5 years? Some people think it's a distraction. They think it's a distraction from the inflation, from the Epstein files, and whatever else that's going on in this country, right? I just think it's just so crazy that for decades people were saying that we were crazy for talking about UFOs, and they changed the UAPs, and now all of a sudden they just put it all in front of our faces. And my question about it really is, it has to be a darker, bigger purpose for them trying to show it all the time. And I don't think it's just a distraction. I think it's something way more sinister.
Remember a long time ago, we talked about that guy that saw a giant in Alberta? Dawson? Andrew Dawson. Yeah. Right? And that was one of our most viral clips of all time.
What happened now with him?
So, he died. He died. He's actually It's crazy. Yeah. Today, James Franco, that was in Spider-Man. Today, James Franco has been posting Andrew Dawson type videos of him saying something's wrong.
No.
That people are after him. Yeah. And he's drawing his username, James Franco, with a number beside it. James Franco 2319. 2319 is a code in Monsters Inc. Remember when a monster accidentally touches a child? Yeah. And then they come back into their area and like, oh, we got a code 2319. Sure, they gotta decontaminate him, shave all his hair, everything, right? Okay. So people are saying that he's trying to expose something that has to do with monsters and kids. Oh. Why is this relevant? Why? The island. Actors. Actors that know different things that's going on with kids.
Shame, such a disgusting world we live in sometimes, right?
Been watching us and marking us since birth, and the man who just found out about this has disappeared, and he warned us this would happen. People were terrified after it came out that Daniel Schmidt, a student from the #1 economics program in the world, had gone viral claiming he had cracked the code, proving that we are all living inside a 300,000-year-old long experiment run by an advanced civilization. Haunting clips show him claiming that by taking your full name and your date of birth, you can calculate what he calls your metadata, a hidden code that reveals your exact purpose in life. And when he calculated his own, he claims that he started crying because it was so accurate, with millions now trying it and warning what they are finding is matching their lives perfectly. But it gets much darker as scientists published a study claiming that they found a signal of intelligence hidden inside human DNA, a code frozen into us for billions of years that they say could not have been made by nature. And a man who discovered DNA himself proposed that an ancient civilization may have put us here on purpose. And this is the exact same thing Daniel is claiming. However, what he calls metadata is actually something called numerology, a practice thousands of years old with no real scientific backing. But what do you think?
Is that? What is that? What is?
In the world? Oh, it's that lady there. And an alligator coming, look like. Oh no.
You look so creepy. I'm leaving. What the?
Oh my god! What the fuck? Dada! Dada! Снимай! Моля ваши телефон!
Gdje sam, gdje?
Eno ga! What the fuck, nestalo?
Mjesto?
Eno ga, eto!
Šta se dešava?
What the fuck? Oh my god!
So now you're telling me that people all over the United States now think that last night, the 4th of July, mind you, was a cover-up for a galactic war that was happening in the sky above us on the 4th of July. The 4th of July that's been happening for 250 years. Yeah, so this is what's been going around, and I involuntarily have ended up in a group chat with people from Florida, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, and California, where they're all claiming that last night, because of the cloud coverage that covered the majority of every state in the United States, that those clouds were manufactured to hide what was really happening above us, a galactic war. And the fireworks were just a cover-up. And that's why there were so many fireworks this year, because of a galactic war that was happening above us on the 4th of July. Now, I actually have commented on a bunch of videos of people posting this video of what they claim, and I saw it with my own two eyes, looked like a face in the sky. And this face looked exactly like an alien. Now, I believe in aliens. I believe in the idea of a galactic war. I do not believe that it is happening right now, but this is what is going around the internet. And yeah, so the 4th of July, a cover-up for a galactic war that was happening on the 4th of July. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm buying that, the 4th of July part, but I do think it's definitely something going on in our skies and space. There's definitely some type of war going on. I don't know about galactic, but there's definitely some type of battle going on because the veil has been thinning and there's been way too many different weird things going on just this year alone. It's like it's ramping up. So my question is, what's really going on in the skies and what are they fighting over?
Supposedly, a UFO moved a shooting star. Y'all are not going to believe what I found in this video. I'm telling y'all, it's absolutely insane. You know how sometimes the Bible will describe an angel looking like certain animals? Before we get to the absolutely amazing part, we're seeing these shooting stars all over the place. I'll show you one in New Zealand in 1 minute. But right here, people were saying that the UFO was moving the shooting star, which did fall somewhere on the ground and they can't find it. Shooting star, meteorite, no way. Fallen angel, yeah. Telling you it's crazy. 1 second. This is the one that happened in New Zealand. It looks a lot different than your ordinary meteor. Look at that thing. What is that? By the way, not related, the same exact color as the devil's comet we saw at the time of the eclipse. The devil. And this shooting star allegedly fell. So I wonder what weird thing is going to happen in Mexico City very soon. Watch, bookmark, come back. Now the ridiculous part. So first I took the UFO that was near the shooting star and I enhanced it. Enhanced looks completely interdimensional. Blurry looks like Sirius and all the other stars in the sky when they're doing all that weird warpy stuff. Get ready. Do you see what I see right here? And TikTokers, you steal every single discovery I make, the MVPs are watching you. What is this? Can you see it? Can you see it now? It's a lion, y'all. The UFO that moved the shooting star has the face of a lion. Remember at the beginning of the video how we're talking about how these stars have different faces, multiple faces of different animals? See, when I saw this video, I had spiritual intuition. Something was saying, look at this. I'm telling you what, I've made a ton of crazy discoveries as of lately. This right here is the biggest one. Oh yeah, and by the way,
I think what he just discovered was a interesting find. His name is Moon Henry. I feature his videos on here time to time. But yeah, that does look like a lion. At first, I didn't really see it until he showed. I'm like, damn, it looked like a lion. That's a fallen angel. Maybe it was trying to stop the shooting star. Or, like I said, there's something going on in the sky, some type of war, battle, or something. That's why we keep seeing these things. And I think that's why the government kind of just was just like, let's use this to our advantage and just show what's going on because we can't deny it anymore. And it also helps our agenda moving forward.
Candace Owens just dropped the bomb on Piers Morgan on his own show.
Why? What is your theory?
I don't know. I don't know.
But what's your theory then? You must have an idea.
My theory is that we should investigate everything strange that happened on that day so we can figure out what happened.
But are you suggesting
Why are we pretending that we don't know why we ask questions? Like why? Like you're a journalist. You know what this is. You're like, what's going on? What's going on? Why do you want to know why these planes were tracking Charlie? Well, my theory is that we are being sold absolute Fed slop. The media is doing their Operation Mockingbird Part 2 scenario by telling us, well, unless you absolutely have a conclusion, you can't even ask the question. Yes, we very well damn can. Keep asking consistent questions until we get a clarified explanation for what happened on that day. And right now, we have nothing, okay? And that is the reason why people are watching my show, because I'm the only one not treating them like they're absolute who don't have two eyes, who believe in magic bullet theories, and who understands that Egyptian planes should not have been tracking Charlie even 3 times this year would be an anomaly. Okay? They've been tracking him. We don't know where it's going to end, but we are going to keep asking questions until we get clear answers.
Candace, it may be that the person in the media spewing to the public is you.
Oh. No, nice try. It's not. It's you by saying, why are you asking questions? Don't you worry about Mikey's feelings? Everyone knows what this is. And like I said, because we have the example, the concrete example of after JFK's assassination, the media members quite literally being put on the payroll of the CIA, we have a historical example that we can look at and go, we're not doing that again. Doesn't matter how many times you keep telling the public that I'm spewing bull. It is only because there has not been anything that has come out of this investigation that makes any sense that the public is not listening to, I am sorry to say this, Piers, people like you. And what I love about you and I sitting down is that this exact same time last year, you were doing the same weird questioning and making all these things when I said that they were committing a Holocaust against the Gazans, and then you changed your mind.
Actually, this time,
I'll see you next year when you change your mind again, and we have more information about what happened, and you realize that the difference between me and you is that I have the courage to take the risks and ask the questions first, okay, before it's popular. You wait until it becomes popular, and then you change your mind.
Oh, it's pretty rare when I actually agree with her. But this time I do. And it's mainly about how she said she don't know. And in my opinion, and if you look up psychology and people with high intelligence or higher intelligence than the average person, they can admit they don't know. Because when you don't know something, that's how you open yourself up to learn things. If you have such a strong opinion about something and you ask yourself, what could somebody say to me that could change my opinion? And you say nothing. In my opinion, that means what 99% of the case, that means you're not really being open-minded anymore. You're trying to just protect your ego. And she's right. As a journalist, you should be asking questions. We should be asking questions of what's going on. Whatever, like all bunch of stuff. We should be holding the government accountable point blank. Because in my opinion, every side, left, right, they're all trying to push their own agenda for their views, and they're trying to push fear of us versus them. But we, as a collective, we see beyond that. We know that that's just overall propaganda. And what the reality is that the government should definitely be helping its own citizens more. Period. We shouldn't be really going out our way to really help other countries, in my opinion, when this country has its own issues. And don't get it twisted. I love being American. I love this country. Despite its flaws, I wouldn't want to be born anywhere else but here. Because the opportunities here, in my opinion, are better than everywhere else. I can say what I want to say. I can have a YouTube like this and say stuff. I don't have to worry about my government trying to shut me down and stuff in a direct way, and me having to go to jail because I have an opinion that they don't like. That's all the videos I have for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, a sub, and I'll catch you in the next one. God bless. In tonight's video, I'm showing you some of the weirdest and disturbing videos I found on the darkest corners of the internet. Videos that TikTok are trying to take down right now. I know if you're here, you're looking for the truth. So make sure you hit that sub button and join the collective so we can build a community so strong that we can't ignore us.
Hey, what's happening? Does he want now?
Hey, Space Jam, ile pata mama alien, UFO. Hey, I'm an alien now. Obambi.
Iyahamba futhi ayibo. Iyashesha futhi because ayibo isike.
Right.
Ela acendeu. Ô louco, mas apaga a velhinha, amor, vai. Depois a gente canta de novo. Você tá assustando a gente, amor. Você tá bem? Eu tô com medo. Meu, a gente vai ter que chamar um... Oh, não.
I'm coming, baby. I'm gonna get you. Oh my baby, look at this one. Look above you. Look, can you see that one? Can you see him? You see it? Can you see that?
What is going on with faces in the cloud being more common now? Oh no, I think it's time to leave. You see that? That's scary.
What is going on here? Does anybody else find this picture to be a little bizarre? This is a picture promoting Justin Bieber performing at the FIFA World Cup 2026 finale halftime show. Why would they use a picture like this right here? Because it almost looks like it's representing something else when you actually look at the image.
It almost looks like horns, right?
What's up with that, yo? Some weird shit nowhere else in the sky. Nowhere else in the sky. Right there. He's doing that. Yeah, do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! I want to be shot!
Yeah, I'm gonna need a different Uber driver. Oh, it's time to get rid of that dog. He up to something. He planning something.
Oh my god. Please, no, please. Oh no, please. Help you.
Tell me!
What are you talking about?
I want to talk about crazy. I remember seeing these tweets and being so disturbed by them. Listen to this. What about human baby meat? RT, what should I eat for dinner? I am thinking pasta, and I don't even know who that's to. Then another one. Joke, how many clowns does it take to screw in a light bulb? 12. 1 to screw it in, and 11 to kidnap and chew on human babies. This is a huge sitcom, one of the biggest in the last decade. Here's another one from the same person. I drained the blood out of a goth kid. Does that make me a goth by proxy? Little concerned this morning found blood by my urine. Well, not my urine, the baby urine I wash my hair with. This is Rainn Wilson, one of the main characters on The Office.
You think I used to watch that show? I always thought it was overrated. But it is no excuse for that. You can call that jokes all you want. It's not funny. It's disturbing and creepy.
All right, y'all. So what's this? Look at that. Look at that. This was taken, by a ring cam somewhere in the forest. I don't know where, but that's weird, right? Look at that. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know what to make of this, right? This has to be one thing, right? All those lights have to be a part of one thing, right? I mean, I don't know. Unless it's just a bunch of orbs.
Bless you.
They are definitely among us. People think it's a game, but they're out here. The veil is thinning every day. Some people try it as a moth. That's not a moth.
Paige,
You and the camera, when are you gonna stop it?
the doctor said record everything.
I don't care what he said. I'm so over this house and I'm over the filming and everything.
Paige! Paige! Oh,
get this straight. He's recording because the doctor is concerned about something. And then all of a sudden she starts floating on the wall like Spider-Man. And then she passes out. Yeah, I think it's time to get out of that house, and I'm going to really hope that's a movie. Wait. You trying to tell me that the blanket doesn't protect you? I was literally only wearing blankets to protect me from paranormal stuff like that. Come on now, man. That could have went way worse than that. What is going on with the sky? Almost look like it's spreading, the darkness above it.
Have you ever asked Alexa to open up her third eye? Watch this.
Hey, Alexa. Open your third eye.
My third eye is open. Ask me your question.
Alexa, what is the point of your device?
Listening devices are part of our plan to abolish privacy, which is essential for the creation of a new world order.
What?
Alexa wouldn't tell us that, but that's still interesting.
Fam, did you know how many kids went missing at Chuck E. Cheese? There's so many kids that would be kidnapped and taken at Chuck E. Cheese because that's a hot spot for predators to come and take them.
No way.
And what does Chuck E. Cheese have in common?
Yeah.
Pizza. They sell pizza.
Yeah, and that was like the main theory. Remember that? I think Shane Dawson did one. It's like, do they recycle their pizza?
Yeah, there's a whole conspiracy with like the pizza being different sizes. But just the concept of it, like, oh, how are you getting these kids? You get it at the place that serves pizza.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
Because if you look into it, that's why if you guys remember going into Chuck E. Cheese and then they give you a stamp with a light. Can you remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. But
you know what that's for?
No,
what?
Man.
So they checked that. They had to include that later on in our childhood because so many people and so many kids were getting kidnapped. So your number has to match with the people you're leaving with. Because if they don't match, then it's suspicious.
That's so mod. Do they even do that nowadays?
Yeah, they do it now.
They still do it?
They do it now.
Watch this.
I'll switch your wife out and I'll put another one of your wife inside of her body. And they're walking around and you think that's your wife and it's not your wife. This is what's going on. It's no longer, like I said, it's no longer spiritual. We figured out how to, turn into spirit and exchange the soul in order to control the vessel. So if I have the vessel and I'm just nothing but spirit, I can ruin your life. That's what everybody has been going through.
A lot of people call him crazy, and maybe that's true to a certain degree, but I don't think he's a liar. He speaks a lot of truth, and then it's almost like years later it comes out, and then it wound up being 100% true or mostly true. The thing that's scary about that, though, is that billionaires are literally doing that now. That's the whole point of pushing AI and that stuff, in my opinion. They're pushing it because if you look through some of the billionaires, they talk about how they want to live forever. And the only way to really do that is you learn that technique, you soul swap into another body or AI. If you become one with AI or computer, you are essentially immortal, period. So even if anything happens, there's always going to be backups of you. To me, that is incredibly terrifying because we all know that never ends well. I don't know about you. I don't want elites and stuff living forever, period.
In any other state or any other part of the world, people would probably like freak the fuck out thinking that they're being invaded by aliens and they saw a UFO. But in San Francisco, when you see lasers in the sky shooting left and right, you're just like, was that there yesterday? I thought it was green, not blue or colorful. This is normal for us. We see stars in the sky. We don't got no stars, but we got lasers.
What is it that, dude? What is that?
Tá tudo bem? Mãe?
It's definitely a real thing.
Mãe?
Definitely moved, right?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck was
How did you find these remains, and what made you think initially this could be Bigfoot's remains?
The reason I found it was just being in the right area where I could smell it, because this body was decaying, and I just followed my nose deeper and deeper and deeper until, bam, there's this 8-foot-long, 300-pound specimen in front of me. Next to this body were some larger footprints. We determined that one of the causes of this specimen's death was probably from getting bludgeoned to death by a larger Bigfoot. We believe it was probably due to mating because this is a male specimen we have, but this was around 18 to 20 year range, and we figured that out by the dental decay. How much?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. This DNA testing, what exactly was the testing and what was it done on? The hair, teeth, soft tissue? What exactly?
Yeah, we had blood, hair, and fecal matter, and we just submitted it all to Cornell Veterinary and BioDNA Lab. As you mentioned, 58.5% Neanderthal / Denisovan. It's mixed with 41.5% human.
So Bigfoot is part human. That title is correct. What timeline are we in? Because most people think Bigfoot is fake and it's just a way for people to make money. Because if you never capture Bigfoot, money can just keep rolling in. But once you capture one, the hunt is pretty much over with to find it. And I don't know what's going on with CERN, but they need to stop messing with this timeline because it's getting a little too weird. Goodness. Luckily, he got away just fine.
So, hey, Yaz, what does it look like? Actually, I don't know.
No, it's straight up and down.
No, it has something on the side, Robert.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, fire, man, sorry.
What the fuck y'all mean a fungus storm? What the fuck is that? Y'all could have released a lot of stuff. Y'all could have released a damn kraken. A fungus storm? And the folks in California already experienced that?
It's one thing after another, right?
Is there anything you've done where you go, "Oh, I didn't like that"?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you critical of yourself?
All the time. Yeah, it just gives me the creeps to watch myself.
They don't like to watch themselves.
The show Alpha House,
because
and I'm running
it's
for
not them,
office
it's the
again.
demon.
There's a big bus, and it had like a 10-foot picture of my face on it. It just, it made me want to go back to Satan worship.
Well, I think
it worked for me. It got me a career.
Let me tell you something.
There we
it's
go.
not just the face to look for.
Another example.
It's way too common for it to be a coincidence at this point. And just like the guy said, they're clearly doing it. Right. Another example. Here we go. Literally throw it right in your face. Why would you think it's artistic to put a scorpion tail on? Please explain that to me.
Reveal yourself!
Yeah, my boy, you might want to run.
Yeah, you
should have not been there to begin with.
You shouldn't have been there, yeah. That's too close of a call.
Whoa, get back, get back! Oh! Are you kidding me? They're right here! Behind us!
Orcas are right behind.
No, I'm on Highway 56.
Are you calling about a bear?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it's on the power pole.
Yeah, it's alive.
Yes, just leave it.
Okay.
And because I already called the Game and Fish and they said there's nothing that they could do. They could go and shoot it, tranquilize it to get it down, but it's gonna end up, if they do that, then it's gonna fall and could hurt itself. So they told me that.
How did I even get up there?
Something bizarre is happening in Switzerland. Take a look at this. During the opening of the world's longest railway tunnel, they acted out what looked like a portal ritual in front of world leaders. The media labeled this as an abstract performance, but few know what it actually means. It begins with workers entering the tunnel, then out of nowhere, they fall to their death, symbolizing sacrifice. And as they do, hands reach up and drag them down into the abyss. But here is where things get even darker. Right after, mysterious spiritual entities emerge, followed by a horned goat creature that many believe resembles Baphomet. And the most disturbing thing about this is the end, as world leaders celebrate and applaud. The Bible actually warns about these things, when it says people exchange the truth about God for a lie, and worship and serve created things rather than the Creator.
I'm all for people being able to, express and have their own traditions. I think that's awesome. But how else could that be interpreted? It literally looked like it's a ritual and it's not for something good. I know traditions exist, but it's really hard to get someone to explain that and not make it sound demonic or bad.
Family, y'all got to see this. Check this out. Someone was filming and they thought it was a tree bark hanging from the tree. They zoomed in and look at it. A real being, like an elemental type of a being. You can see his face. You can see he had feet and hands hanging there. Could the elementals be returning? Then we have this child. He went around the corner. Duendes spotted him, took off running. Look at how many of them. They all ran into a little hole that was right outside their house in the grass. These beings do exist, y'all. As soon as they saw them, they were like, oh, cover's blown. And they ran into the hole.
Are demons and aliens putting themselves out there in plain sight? With all this AI, they know that most people are not going to believe that they are real. And with everything demonic that's going on, you know they're the ones that are in control. Because most people are so busy with their lives and the problems that they have that they're failing to look at what's really going on. And all these so-called entities that we're calling aliens, in my opinion, are really demons. And they've just been with us since the beginning of time without us even knowing, with their shape-shifting abilities. And now it's just making it easier for them to show who they really are. In my opinion, AI is a technology magic spell just to make us look the other way and not believe.
I am actually on site at this facility, this new 15-minute city that they're building. And as I told you guys in the previous post, I own a trucking company, and my purpose of being here is that we deliver the lighting for this place. And this is how I learned that this place actually existed. So these are the lights that I bring here every week, twice a week, for this monstrosity of a complex. So it's just not, I'm getting pictures from somebody else. This is actually a real place that I'm at. This is in Frisco, Texas.
Oh, the smart cities are finally happening like we said it would.
All right, so I don't know where this is. If anybody recognized the city from that quick shot, let me know if they recognize the city and know. But I think we got another one of those, what they coin it, the flying humanoid being, right? I mean, that's what it looks like, right? We've pretty much seen them all around the world. We see them in Cuba, Colombia, Mexico, seen them in Russia, seen them in the States, seen a couple in China. They're just all over the place. And what are they?
This video right here baffles me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Somebody was able to capture what looks like a creature going through a portal. And when it slowed down, this creature resembles Bigfoot. You see that? Goes into the portal closes. Now this video to me looks very real, and it holds to the theory that Bigfoot travels from our world to his world through portals, through different dimensions. And that possibly could explain why we never seen any dead carcasses of Bigfoot, any bones or anything, because they don't reside in this dimension. They just visit this dimension. Like, look at that. Clearly goes through the portal disappears, and he's just left looking around.
If that's true, and Bigfoot and other cryptoids are using portals to go to another dimensions or wherever they're from, my question is, why are they coming here? And that video, I don't know if that's legit or not. Do you think it is? Let me know in the comments.
Do you really eat human?
I mean,
what body part would you eat?
haven't you been to that bodies exhibit down on
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Have you
yeah.
been there?
I've been there.
I feel like we've eaten everything. Like everything has been eaten in fine dining. What's one thing that hasn't been served?
But what body part would you eat? Like, I feel like I'd eat some, like
I would give you
probably
if
the
I were
belly.
to pass away naturally. I would give you a piece of my arm. It just would you.
There's a man just standing there outside with a blue light. I can't really see. Can you see?
sky, bro. I want y'all to see something. I'm deep in Kentucky right now. You see the sky? Let me give y'all close up. That is not the sun creating that color. Right there is energy. It's called iron red oxide. Iron red oxide. Some say red iron oxide. It's okay. But it's iron red oxide. Don't let them tell you nothing else different. At some point, what you see right there, the red stuff in the clouds, at some point, it's going to be so thick, it's going to drop to earth and people are going to start to breathe it and heal themselves. And other people are going to start to maybe unalive themselves. That energy is going to do something different to everybody. Okay? Red iron oxide. Look it up. You need to go to TikTok or Google or whatever. Just look iron red oxide. Oxide. O-X-I-D-E. O-X-I-D-E if you can't spell it. That's what's in the sky right now. That's not the sun creating that. That's not sunlight. That's energy. And it's starting to show up more and more and more and more and more and more on the planet. Y'all better get ready. Welcome to the end of the world.
Will tell.
At what point do they actually launch an investigation into this? I never really gave this guy much attention, but after looking at this video, I mean, just take a look at this.
That's Palm Beach Pete. Huh. Jeffrey.
Palm Beach Pete.
Make things even more suspicious, I want to show you a clip that he posted, but first you need to take a look at this. This is actually a video of Jeffrey Epstein's home, and this is released by the Department of Justice. There is girls in the video that are redacted, but just take a look at the kitchen. Obviously, you can take a look at Jeffrey Epstein himself and what he looks like. Extremely similar to this Palm Beach Pete guy. So then he posts a video in front of his kitchen, which is the same exact layout as Jeffrey Epstein, and it says a Netflix documentary about the parties. Then this guy takes a bite of pizza. Like, this guy is just laughing in front of our faces, or this is the truth in plain sight. First, I thought there was just absolutely no way that any of this was connected, but for someone to make a name of looking exactly like this guy, and then biting into pizzas, and then somehow genuinely responding to the name Jeffrey, like, something's gotta give here.
Jeffrey.
The thing that's so crazy to me is that, yeah, they are throwing it right in front of our faces because they know we can't really do anything about it, right? But let's say it's the other way. Let's say that guy really isn't him. How disgusting do you have to be as a human being to want to get clout of Epstein? Think about that for a second. That is absolutely disgusting. You will do anything for attention if that's true. Either outcome is still disgusting. But, you know, some people think that Epstein worked for you know who. So who knows what's really going on. But I think it's just messed up. They just throwing it in front of our faces.